How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the final Oblivion video on the channel. Today I'll be going through the main quest, getting all of the trophies related to it, and finally getting my hands on the Platinum Trophy. I'll try not to show you too many spoilers for the main quest in case you haven't finished it yourself. So far, if you've missed any videos, I've gone through each of the guilds, showing you just how to join them, and then all of the cool weapons and armors you can get from each one. Links will be in the description if you wanted any info on the specific guilds. I am really looking forward to finding out just how good the Oblivion main quest is. I've not heard anything about it before, but hopefully I won't be disappointed. Skyrim's one is pretty decent, but it's also quite short in my opinion. So yeah, hopefully at the end of the video I'll be saying Oblivion's is much better than what Skyrim's is. But we'll have to see. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying, let's get into the video. So you start out obviously leaving the prison with the king and his guards through the secret door in your cell. I know I said minimal spoilers, but if you don't know that happens, then this ain't the video for you. You make your way through the basement area, and this is basically like the whole tutorial. The king dies, but before he dies, he gives you the Amulet of Kings, and says you need to give it to the monk who knows about his illegitimate son. You leave the sewers and get yourself your first trophy for completing the tutorial. After giving the amulet to Joffrey, you are told to find Martin in the city of Kvatch, because he's the illegitimate son of the king. After heading there, you are told an Oblivion gate has opened up and Daedra have come through the gate, destroying most of the city and attacking everyone. After you close the gate, you earn your second main quest trophy. Progressing through, you find Martin telling him that he's the heir to the throne and he agrees to come with you to speak with Joffrey. The amulet then gets stolen by the same people who killed the king, and you have to retrieve it. That's roughly the story of the main quest. Obviously I've simplified it massively, just because I don't want to give any spoilers or anything. But yeah, that's the main story without giving away too much. Before going any further, I just wanted to say thank you for all of the support on the channel recently. We're well on our way to 50 subscribers and I really appreciate it. Anyway, back to Oblivion. After progressing a little bit further into the story, I got to the part where Martin is trying to collect items to perform the ritual to open the portal for you. The first one he needs is a Daedric artifact. Now these are some very powerful weapons and some are harder to get than others. Any that are hard to get I wouldn't bother giving to Martin, because obviously they're going to be more powerful. Personally, I gave him the Skull of Corruption. I wasn't using staffs and for me it just wasn't worth keeping. There may have been better ones to get rid of, but really it just depends on the way that you're playing. For me personally, I was either a one-handed sword and shield type of guy, or I had daggers and stealth armor. That's why I went for the Merian's Razor before doing the main quest. The Dark Brotherhood just made me want to play stealthy. But thankfully you can't give up the dagger because it's part of the DLC that was for the original game. So it's not included in the dialogue options, so you can't accidentally give it up. The final item Martin needs is a Great Sigil Stone, which can only be retrieved from a Great Oblivion Gate. His plan is to open up one just outside of Bruma and fight off the enemies that come out, and then when we go in there, we get the Great Stone. The battle before the Great Gate opens is pretty epic, I can't lie. The only thing I can compare it to is the Imperials versus the Stormcloaks in Skyrim, and it shits all over that. The gates are actually really cool. The whole concept of it, I think it's so sick. I understand obviously Skyrim's a completely different game, but I don't know how they didn't add something like that in. It confuses me so much, I don't get it, because it's so good. Obviously they have the dragons, but I think that the whole mechanic of the Oblivion Gates is just unbelievable. And you'd think, because of how cool it is and how good it is, they'd have something similar, but they just don't. Anyway, once you've gone in and collected this Great Sigil Stone, you'll receive the trophy for destroying the Great Oblivion Gate. Overall, the main quest in Oblivion is much better than the one in Skyrim, I think. I know Skyrim has dragons and everything, but I just really enjoy the Oblivion Gates, as I was saying. And the quests as well. It did feel quite quick, if I'm honest, and that did upset me, but I do think it's still really, really good. I think I preferred Oblivion Remastered more than Skyrim, but it's hard to massively compare both of them because obviously the graphics are different and things like that. It's just, I don't know how much of it is me liking Oblivion more or whether I just like the fact that it's got updated graphics sort of thing. I do think though the parts that I've enjoyed about the game aren't just to do with the graphics. I've enjoyed the storylines and things with both the main story and the side quests. I could honestly spend like so many hours just exploring Oblivion, similar to the way that I have done previously with Skyrim. Like, obviously before I was doing YouTube and everything, I played that game so much. The one thing that I think is a massive negative though with Oblivion Remastered is the platinum. It doesn't reflect how good the game actually is, and I don't think it really promotes much exploration or progression outside of guilds and main quests. For me, I done the platinum in 50 hours. Now, I didn't rush anything massively, and I done quite a few side quests to get better items, but you can definitely do it so much quicker than that. I'd say like 30 hours, around that, if I'm honest. And for me, the game, it warrants a longer platinum time. I expected it to be similar to Skyrim, which on PSN profiles it says it's about 120 hours. But to be honest, you can easily get that sub 100. But even at 100 hours, that's what these type of games, in my opinion, sort of deserve for a platinum. I don't know, if you agree or disagree with me, just let me know in the comments. I'd like to know what you guys think as well. Anyway, let's get into the final trophy and the final fight. With the final fight, I actually had no idea what was going to happen. I got back from that guy's happy place, or whatever it was called, and then they said that we needed to go to talk to the people that was ruling the kingdom for the meantime, while there was no king. And I thought, great, I'm done, I'll just turn off, and then in the morning I'll do that, because it was about 1 AM at the time. But yeah, then the next morning, I go and do that quest, and I realise I've got to fight all of the Daedra and then the massive Don with bare arms. It was actually a joke, but with that being said, it was very cool, and the way that you defeat him is pretty sick as well. As I said at the start, there should be no spoilers, but this statue wasn't there before, and that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, that's the final trophy for completing the main quest line, and then the platinum as well. Thank you all for watching and the previous few. Unfortunately, that's the Oblivion journey come to an end, but it's been a great journey. I've really enjoyed it, and I definitely think it's better than Skyrim. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be greatly appreciated, and if you wanted to subscribe, that's even better. I hope you all have a great day. Safe.